It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go right back to Singletary. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Allen now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Singletary again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Lucky I keep nodding off, cuz.
Hurricane Ian. It's only highlighting that Florida doesn't have enough homes to begin with. We're live on the ground. Plus, breaking tonight.
Wake up.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Going up to the highest court in the land. What his lawyers want the Supreme Court justices to do now. Also breaking just tonight, Twitter's telling Elon Musk, hey, you've got a deal with the world's richest man agreeing to pay the price he originally said he'd pay. What it means for the markets. And
shit.
He's got his tight end knots. And the Bears are going to have 1st and good coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. Made some play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. What the play you think is running.
This is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are working an extra point and tying up this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to say. Great quality to have. He absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they worked on these plays all week in practice. They put them to good use on that one.
It's really hard on lower-income folks with estimates showing the state short $400,000 for people who make half of what the federal government says.
So only even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They're either older, they're disabled, they're in school, so it's not like they can go out and just make a bunch more money off their
This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
All of this means that hundreds of people who lost their homes in places like Fort Myers may not have somewhere to go now. You can see just how widespread that destruction was. Look at this area of the streets before and after the hurricane, right? Before, after. They're wiped out. They're gone. It shows you just how devastating this hurricane was.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
They're certainly hoping for more of the same. But the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They're supposed to live there. They have nothing now. What are they telling you about where they're going to go?
I think there are questions around that still, Hallie. I spoke with a gentleman outside of his home and said he lost nearly everything. He said he got a couple of boxes in the car when he went east, but he did at the same time temper that with reminding himself and reminding us that he and his loved one are alive. And I think that's something that also is brought to mind again as people, even in these dire situations where they've lost so much, finding a moment of appreciation for life. And I just spoke with a man who said he recently got this boat and it was up on blocks, he said, before the storm came through here. You can see now that it is mostly on the ground.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me the third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play to get my defense up high.
Ah, good shit.
These communities, and that is thing that I want to mention, not just homes that belong to cities, but businesses, including
and indeed he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Master, do your thing. Let me bring in NBC's Ken Delaney in. Help us understand this from a couple of levels. What they want the justices to do, and the chances the justices are even going to take this case, because that is certainly not a guaranteed outcome.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
And then what happened with that?
Armstrong gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
But then again, this is a 6-3 conservative majority.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt.
They may take it.
And his kick is good. To put it forward. And the Bills have taken in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would do is end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take points. You really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The back set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go, it's been a tight game. You figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. This is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and get a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would have been.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
No, but since it's an emergency request, it could be rather quick.
It's on the throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Elon Musk, who now wants to buy the social media company,
2nd down, now even trying to convert on 3rd and 9. There's rush to throw.
$44 billion. In a tweet, Twitter saying they...
Oh, he fucking dropped it. Good D.
Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress.
CNBC are front of the show is joining us now. Julia, a lot of developments, a flurry of them in the last hour that kind of made this whole thing
On to
gel.
punt now,
It feels
Anger
like
as he boots this one away.
Musk was looking ahead to this
And this one
trial,
goes angling out of
seeing writing on
bounds,
the
and
wall
it will be
and
spotted
figuring if I
inside the
pay anyway, I might
30-yard
as well own the
line.
company. I'm going to have to pay it.
Absolutely. I mean, this comes less than 2 weeks before the start of the trial, which is set for October 17th.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time. He's got a
Get the fuck out of here. Good shit.
That certainly changes things.
Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 minutes.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
You never know what's going to happen. So I think we're watching now to see if the judge pulls those targets together and says,
These guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
How much his vision for Twitter has changed after he spent 5.5 months bashing the platform on social media.
A final shot
Julia
before
Forster,
break.
thank you.
Rush. Touchdown,
I think for business reporters like yourselves throughout the day.
Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Ultimately, though, the shares are
Extra point by Moore, up and good.
All of
The
it
lead is now
contributing to the best day
14-10.
Wall Street has seen in months. Stocks were up in early trading, held on to that all day long, with the Dow closing up nearly 3%, the S&P 500 up more than 3%. That's the best day it's had.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Folks? We're talking about good news on Wall Street instead of
fairly short kick for the 14.
Because it was a September to forget. But now this October rally,
so 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return
showing the
after
job
the break.
openings for dropping to the lowest level since April 2020. Let me bring in our Brian Chung, who covers this kind of thing for us. Brian,
and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis operating on, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Hey, Ali, well, obviously, he's got 2 back-to-back days of winning days. Maybe that says that things will be good for the month of October. And indeed, what we're seeing in terms of that market
rally, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are
maybe the really
in
nasty
quarter
8% down month for the Dow Jones was just simply
of course, and push the
overdone. Now, of course, the big story does remain what's going to happen with the economic picture. And for Americans, we did get a read on the labor market this morning that says that job postings fell by about 1 million between July and August. That means about 10 million job openings in America. That's still above pre-COVID levels. But that does tell you that maybe the story is changing for the opportunities that Americans have out there in the labor market. Again, not necessarily a good thing, but do not underscore that. We'll get an updated picture because August is a few months ago. We'll get an update on what the labor market looks like in the month of September on Friday.
Good tackle.
Unemployment and also non-farm payroll gains sit. That might be a better picture for really how recessionary dynamics are playing out and whether we can finish job standing in proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Today, protests about how the Supreme Court overstates the Voting Rights Act
and he will have a Cowboys first
the way
down
that
as they
states
get
draw their
there on
district
3rd and
maps
2.
for who they send to Congress.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see
Here's the
Charles
deal. This
come out
whole
in the
thing centers
shotgun
around
on
an
3rd and
Alabama
less than
map
a
that was
yard.
drawn by
Yeah,
the
but the way the
Republican-controlled
NFL is
legislature.
nowadays, we hardly ever
Someone
see
that
anyone really
discriminates
run
against
for
black
it on
voters.
short
So basically, a
yardage.
bunch
So
of
they're
black
going to throw
voters
the
either in
ball
one
times
specific
enough.
district or
So it's a
in
nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the
conservative
first down.
justices today seem to
They'll
be
lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense
Here's the
needs
picture
here
for
early
you.
in the
The
second half to give it a little spur. I think their halftime adjustment to what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who
given that more than
knows?
a quarter
It
of
looks like they're
Alabama's
ready to go.
population is black.
On 2nd and
The argument
11 now.
should have two to be more representative.
He finds his man.
Good D.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, the people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do. They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try to limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15 is 1st and 10. Now back to the ground.
Ah, good shit. Good shit.
Losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the rear for a loss.
Some conservative critics of the map look at that and go, that's not right. Right? They say
going to get it again on 2nd down.
Good D. Good D.
Defense there, and real support to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the
This is
game.
a key question because right now the high court is determining
Good D.
Rifles one, it's
big
intercepted.
population of people of color and a history of
Okay then, baby.
into account.
There he goes, right side.
Good shit.
So this whole game gets flipped on its head right there. Interception return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball.
Oh no, it's all good. I'm zoning out. I'm streaming, so I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the crowd. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to this blunt I'm about to blaze out.
So they throw the pick 6 to
I said I'm streaming, so I'm talking to you, I'm talking to the crowd, I'm talking to myself, and I'm talking to this blunt I'm about to light up. On YouTube. I'm streaming on YouTube. Yeah.
This is, to be clear, this is like down the road. The Supreme Court's going to make this decision in the spring. It's not going to change midterms this year in 5 weeks now, right? From my understanding, it's not going to change right now.
Okay, then, Zeke. Is this your squad? Or you just fucking around with anybody? I say, this your squad, or you just fucking around with anybody?
Even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed up quickly at the end. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Katie and Zeke out there hungry, baby.
17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a first down.
You say you've been watching the streams on Facebook?
So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL.
Cody McNeil. Cody McNeil, like coding. Cody McNeil. Oh, you can just look under nothing but these Cowboys. Nothing but these Cowboys. Nothing but these Cowboys. Ooh, good shit, good tackle.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills 33.
Okay, then, good shit, fellas. Yeah, I don't know how you let that happen like that twice, but good looking out. All right, fellas, we woke now. We woke.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
But what the president's trying to do is make this clear this is a voting issue and not necessarily something he can do without more votes in the Senate.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The juggling that the White House is doing with issues.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Oh, shit. Good shit.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
One of my favorite cities. And one of the things I always wanted to do was work with an artist from LA, from the West Coast, I mean. You know what I mean? So I always
offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And these ain't no little conversations, these big conversations. Years of having big conversations.
Singletary to get the drive started. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. Throw for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Digizua. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. Bottom line, he takes care of the ball for them so they can hand it to him.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
March with it. Gangland.
So with this one, I want to bring the latest details. We know that the two shootings from overnight are not connected to each other. That's what police are saying. But the latest shooting in Oak Park, they are investigating to see whether that scene could be related to the earlier homicides. Another thing that they're investigating for all three incidents is whether this could be gang-related. Dead after an overnight shooting outside of a popular row of restaurants and bars in Midtown Sacramento. The 911 calls came in at around 1 in the morning after shots were fired and a victim was down at the scene. We now know that victim died.
You better do that.
This all happened on J and 28th Street.
Yeah, Edie and Golston residents here at the South Natomas apartment complex are just on edge after learning that 2 people were killed or gunned down right there in their parking lot, and that police have not made any arrests.
Okay then, baby.
This happened in just the last hour off 6th Avenue. This comes after 2 other shootings, one at a South Natomas apartment left 2 people dead, the other in the Arden area.
It seems as though we got an open rapper and some open neighbors back on each other. Just last weekend, in only 12 hours, 4 people who were in Oak Park or near that neighborhood was found deceased. Look, family, most of us already know, but when the person who brings the money to the table is no longer there at the time, like most scenarios, you see traces of hate and jealousy start to turn to problems within the camp. Even though, just like any neighborhood in the city, you have opposition. But when there's jealousy in the camp, then you got to worry about that back door. On top of it, and ops actually paying to open that back door. Bam, we're going to talk about open rap stuff. Miles, who was currently incarcerated for a year after turning himself in earlier this year and weapons charges. But when 4 people lose their life in a neighborhood over the past
Nothing but these Cowboys.
Division in his own neighborhood and who they picking sides with, not to mention they drop it back to back with their all close range. Oh yeah, nobody has reportedly got back, which means to me in each scenario it was too comfortable and a back door. So we're gonna discuss who, when, where, and how, and not to mention the one common denominator in the story. But first, I gotta remind y'all, fam, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we're gonna jump right to it. Now, before we go over the events that took place last weekend, let's do a little rundown of mine. Now, he's considered the top dog to the public light at Oak Park. Oak Park is known to be a heavily blood-set neighborhood. Timothy Cornell Patterson, known professionally as Mozzie, is an American rapper. Oak Park. His sign was CMG Musical Records, Black Market Records. Before we discuss that, he started rapping in 2004 under the name Tim. He eventually changed his stage name to Mozzie in 2012. In 2022, during a press conference hosted by CMG in LA, Mozzie was officially signed to your guys' label. The news was announced during the press conference. I always want to work with the artists on the West Coast to get guys to build stage.
Assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock, that's in your favor. Look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Okay then, fellas. That might do it. Oh yeah, that did it. So you can't find it.
So, you know, that was big. And after that, we had conversations. He told me it was a seat at
Nothing but these
I
Cowboys.
had to get my life right. And, you know what I'm saying? Tie up a couple loose ends. I tied fuckers up. We here now.
But some would say, even though Mozzie
Not these like these nuts, but these like, are these your children? Yeah, the regular way, like white people.
And we didn't know until recently that Mozzie had
Nah, it's all separate. It's all perfect English. Nothing but these Cowboys.
Mozzie had to turn himself in from a traffic stop that ended badly in January in Los Angeles.
Or look under T-Loke 54.
One in LA, and cops found a Glock 26 plus 16 rounds of 9mm ammunition. According to Mozzie and his reps, he copped out and only doing a year's sentence, which means he should be home in late July of 2023. But with only 3 months since Mozzie's presence had been absent in his neighborhood, it seems as though his friends or his allies and also opposition is both having the same success. Last week, Sacramento, California police indicated this message, that 5 people have been shot and also lost their life in Sacramento at 4 different locations since Sunday morning. One of the victims is a teenager who we later going to discuss. 4 of the victims were deceased between late Monday night and Tuesday morning. Within the
You was typing in the wrong shit.
As of Tuesday evening, the Sacramento Police Department said no one is in custody in connection to any of the homicides.
So with this one, I want to bring the latest details. We know that the 2 shootings from overnight are not connected to each other. That's what police are saying. But the latest shooting in Oak Park, they are investigating to see whether that scene could be related to the earlier homicides. Another thing that they're investigating for all 3 incidents is whether this could be gang-related.
But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went.
2 people shot and killed in South Potomac, one of them a teenager. Then another person shot and killed in North Sacramento. Sacramento Mayor Darrell Steinberg told KCRA3 this morning his city is living through difficult times.
Some of this is random and it's wrong. And we have to call it out and we have to hold people accountable when they engage in violent acts of any kind. When you take a life, you have to hold people accountable.
And not even 30 minutes after we finished interviewing the mayor about the 3 earlier homicides, we learned about a 4th, a man shot and killed in Oak Park.
I'll try here. I don't come out, do no walking out here. The bus is dangerous. You can't walk with your family.
It's heartbreaking, and the community is concerned, and rightly so. I mean, we are concerned, and that's why we're talking about this today, because this is unacceptable for our community. If it sounds like I'm upset.
It's all good. It's on the delay anyway. You ain't gonna see what I'm calling.
Police Chief Kathy Lester says prevention is key to curbing this surge of violence. That means taking guns off the street and working with community organizations. They respond out to incidents such as these homicides, and they really provide support to the neighborhood, to the families and the people that are involved. But for tonight,
good game, cuz.
On the 5 people who were shot and killed in Sacramento over the past 3 days alone. Right now, it's all hands on deck. We have a lot of people working, a lot of people haven't gone home, and our priority really is to investigate. To investigate these incidents properly, because we need to find justice for families.
I know a motherfucker don't want to end it on one of them. Not on the 35-17.
Followed up with another shooting. We got to discuss these 2 victims. May they rest in peace. So this is the 17-year-old kid who ended up.
And you lied.
Instagram page. 3 moves, 6 minutes. As I scroll through
you gotta put a stream up yourself and make up. You gotta redeem yourself.
30-something-year-old victim who was deceased in the car next to the 17-year-old. In this photo, you can see them making a facial expression. I don't know if that's a diss towards their ops, but they definitely doing it. But as you zoom closer to some of the pictures, they have a chain called MBK boat around their neck. And I'm assuming that's a branch off from their game. Even though
I was warming up, about to play one of my league games.
They demise for Oak Park actually through their trapping net in the parking lot. Investigators say one more person was actually in the car, but they had survived. But before I get into how and when, let's run over something, family. You see this chain that's on this 17-year-old kid neck, may rest in peace? It's a chain that's called Tripod. Now I don't know if this is a 17-year-old kid originally chain, or that's a chain that's floating on social media after the demise of the 17-year-old kid. But this chain is floating around social media, and it's not being posted by none of his oppositions.
They have a silhouette of wrist with his hand over his face on some rocket shit. Also, look at this trap god chain, guys. This chain has made its way around so many necks, and it's something up with this fucking chain.
What makes matters even worse, the people in Oak Park was only showing love, may he rest in peace, to the older gentleman. No one actually took the time out to say rest in peace to the 17-year-old kid. Many people like Caesar Douglas, who's also a member of Mozzie, saying rest up. Another guy who was a part of Mozzie's clique that ended up making a post that he's locked up, indicating best up that he stood on business at all times. I love you for life, gangsta. And what makes matters even worse, shortly after, shootings at 2 locations in Sacramento, causing 3 people to be deceased on Monday around 11 p.m. The first incident happened on South Anonymous apartment complex on San Juan Road. According to police, 2 people, a man and a teenager, were seated in the car with their window shot out. Who we now know was these two individuals.
But yeah, Edie and Golston, residents here at the South Natomas apartment complex, are just on edge after learning that 2 people were killed, were gunned down right there in the parking lot, and that police have not made any arrests. Flowers and candles now sit where a man and a teenager lost their lives.
What makes you want to take a life? Like, that's heartbreaking.
Angelica Kappa made the memorial for the victims, even though she didn't know the 31-year-old man's name, but she knew his smile.
I actually always smiled at him. He smiled back. He didn't even know I was like,
As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Franco Macias was watching a movie with his
Yeah, I know you want to get your chain back.
He heard fireworks, but then realized it was gunshots.
Yeah, add me. Catch me the ball. I'll be in the lab.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we
Police
just
say
saw.
when officers arrived at the complex Monday night around 11, they found the victims seated in the car and windows shot out. One of the men was still alive when officers performed CPR, but couldn't save him. The other victim had already passed away. Macias says the violence is too close.
I don't know what to think of it. Kind of has a question for
Yeah, and that makes some residents here really nervous because there haven't been any arrests made, that the gunman is still on the loose. Police have not released any new information on the suspect or possible vehicle information, so they're just kind of waiting for this investigation.
Little bruh over big bruh.
A couple of miles from that scene, the second incident happened on Monday at Allen Avenue on Arcade Boulevard in Sacramento. Now, according to the information that was given to the public, a guy to go by the name of Retired Mike was indicated near Oak Park Track, deceased. According to authorities, some people were involved in a fight, and all were believed to have known each other, police said. One person took themselves to the hospital, and the other person ended up losing his life.
12 hours. The most recent homicide in the Oak Park area. This happened in just the last hour on 6th Avenue. This comes after 2 other shootings, one at a South Natomas apartment left 2 people dead, the other in the Arden area. We begin with the investigation that's underway right now, the latest homicide that literally just happened. KTRA 3 Brittany Hope joined us live from the scene. And Brittany, what's the latest?
Good game, cuz. Good game.
This is 6th Avenue you're looking at behind us, and we're standing on MLK Jr. Boulevard. So this is the scene right now on 6th Avenue. We just got off camera with Sacramento police, and they gave us new details that we're able to share. They did say that this all started at around 9 this morning when they had gotten reports of shooting in this area, and their shot spotter actually went off here as well. So when they got here, they said the person who had been shot had already been brought to the hospital by someone else. Well, once that person arrived at the hospital, they went into surgery, but that person did die. Again, making that man, we have learned, the 4th person who has died here in Sacramento in fewer than 12 hours. Officers say this neighborhood along 6th Avenue is going to be closed for a while. Again, this happened less than 3 hours ago, so the investigation is in its early stages. We did ask, though, how this shooting is connected to the 2 earlier this morning that killed 3 other people. At this point, they say they don't believe that these shootings are related to each other, and they don't believe this is related to the shooting that happened on 6th Street in Midtown this weekend. But when you count it all up, Sunday morning in Midtown, we had the 3 homicides this morning in 2 different locations, and now this is 5 people who have been shot and killed in Sacramento within the last few days. Now, this morning, we also spoke to the mayor before we heard about this 4th homicide today. He as well said, yeah, the city police, they're working to do more to get more guns off the street, and so far they've confiscated hundreds off the street this year, but he did agree that more needs to happen. We'll have that coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, more on what the mayor says, and we'll be speaking, we know, with the police chief coming up at around 3 o'clock to hear what she has to say about violence prevention. But again, if you're here in the Oak Park area, you'll see that 6th Avenue is closed off. It'll be closed off well into the afternoon. Another homicide in Sacramento today. We're live in Oak Park. Brittany Hope, KCRA 3 News. Wow, it is just heartbreaking to hear 4 homicides within just a matter of hours.
Man, before we continue, RIP to everyone involved. Prayers and love and condolences to all the family members who's affected by this as well. But family, According to the streets, they saying that was get back. So, as you can see, when you have ops, that's the one thing. But when you have internal beef within the neighborhood, when you know you can't even financially afford to relocate, that's a whole nother scenario. Not to mention, your ops can pay the people you beefing with, but then it cause more turmoil. It's crazy, fam. How y'all feel about this? That was the story of Oak Park rappers within their own neighborhood, just plucking people left to right. There's more details on any arrests, if any come out, I'll make sure I give it to y'all. But I gotta know how y'all feel about this one, fam. You think I broke it down to a T based on the information we was given? Let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.
That is trailing, and here the helicopters that are overhead putting potentially, eventually, maybe putting a spotlight on this car. But driving at high speeds on the freeway now.
Near Rocky Peak, that was the last locator we had on our Extreme Nav system on the 118 freeway. And it looks like exiting Rocky Peak now. So we'll see what happens. Again, a blacked out vehicle here, lights not on, and look at that. Look at that.
Let's do it.
Yep, LAPD, they may try to do that pit maneuver, but again, the threshold for those pit maneuvers, typically around 45, 50 miles an hour. But there's a wide open road here. There's no other vehicles that we're seeing. So this would be a good time. Well, there's one on the opposing side there. This would be a good time to try to nudge the back end. It's the pursuit to intervention technique to spin that vehicle out and disable it.
You know, Rick, I'm thinking, though, that is a pretty dark stretch of road there as this vehicle heads towards Simi Valley. I'm wondering, for the safety of the officer as well, do you go to a better area where there's a little bit more light?
You just don't know what the mindset is of the person being pursued at this time. They're just trying to get away. Again, a stolen vehicle suspect. But this is that stretch of road that connects the San Fernando Valley with Simi Valley there, off the 118.